You gotta hide it, dude.
I refuse.
Oh my god. You
Mics
gotta
aren't
hide it
muted.
better, Steven.
Mics aren't muted when we.
Oh,
when the
they're
intro-
not.
Yeah,
It's fine. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Well. It's still disaster. It's a disaster. Oh my goodness. Look at me. Oh, you can't see
I
me.
can't see you, dude.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
We have tech problems again. Let's see if I
I
can
don't know if
fix
it's a
this.
tech problem, it's more of a surrounding problem.
Oh yeah. Well,
Hi,
I
there I
messed up
am.
my poor monitor's gone.
Okay, never mind. We do have tech
Oh, it's back.
problems.
It's back.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, there's a forklift in the back of our cabin, which is
Those,
bizarre because it's literally -5 degrees
It's
outside.
on top of a mountain as well. Like, dude.
And we're in the woods, but I'm not sure how Mike got his propane forklift to work, but he did. And FedEx is here
Yeah, that's
for
true.
all the people who
Care.
whatever. Anyway, so
Hi,
Hey.
hi, everybody.
welcome back.
Also, don't forget to share these live streams with you and your closest friends.
Whoever
'Cause
you
that's a
love.
cool thing to do.
Well, my name's Parker, and this is my buddy pal Steven.
Pack.
And we're cold because it's cold, and
We do
that's
be
why we
cold.
have hats on. And we're ready for another great day today on our live stream. We're going to be talking about Candy History.
We are. So is that why?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And we're going to do a giveaway, space-themed tackle box. You can see it right there on TikTok.
I also pinned it. I actually was able to do that this time, so I did
Yay.
my job.
That's neat.
Ring the bell.
Season 2, baby.
Season 2, we are getting ever
Off-
so better. There's
Off the ground.
There's an extra 40% off coupon if you buy it from the pinned comment. If
Oh,
you haven't
dang.
bought from us before through our TikTok shop.
Ticky, shoppy. Huh?
Well, 234 people. Hello.
Hey guys. So the cool thing about our tackle box is that it's a sample pack of sorts.
Right.
It has I don't know, 6 things in there, different freeze-dried candies. So if you stick around and you give us some likes, like 10,000 of them. Wow. If you stick around for 10,000 likes,
Just the
we'll
loudest human.
we'll give 3 away. We tell this guy every week we have a live show too. It's just like
Well,
they don't care.
to be fair, like you can't control the outside world,
You can
and
well,
being an ex FedEx driver, there's no just turn down button on that mouth of theirs.
oh yeah,
so-
it's just well, you don't talk to anyone all day long, right? And then you just get out and you're like, "Hey,
Yeah.
people!"
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine just being in my truck all day long and like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
Anywho's will be.
Candy a history.
Candy
and I
a
have
history.
Some random stuff too.
Yeah, we like to start off the show with just kind of some random chit chat, and then from that point, we'll go into a more structured based topic, which would be candy history.
A history.
History.
Yeah. If you don't get the reference, then
Boo.
yikes.
Boo.
All right. Random topic number 1. Starworms are officially on the production schedule. If you don't know what those are, those freeze-dried gummy worms. They're proprietary to us. They're a little bit sour. They're not launched any. Oh yeah, they're in that basket. Thanks, Tim. They're so good. They're my favorite, but I've forgotten how good they are because it's been so long since we've
Right.
been putting them to work. Random topic number 2. Microsoft releases Copilot, which is a free version of ChatGPT 4.5 Turbo. So instead of paying $20 a month to get the latest and greatest ChatGPT, you could just go to copilot.microsoft. Or do a Google search. I don't know. You'll find it. And I tried it today. Hello, Kaylee. I tried it today and
Hi, Kaylee.
wasn't super impressed, but I used it. And
Oh, really?
I don't know. It's great. It's really good. I used it and ChatGPT. I just thought it would be like a big difference. Not a big difference. Any thoughts about that? No.
No, I'm just trying to we're not gonna be putting that in the chat, everyone. That gross stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and just
Oh boy.
flag that. But I don't know. I don't have any experience with like
You don't care about it.
chat GPT stuff, but it is kind of like I've seen you use it, so it's cool that there is a
Free version.
free version
on
Yeah.
Microsoft. Hey, if you care, I'll give you an instance where my friend used it. It's probably not PG, but we were going to Salt Lake, and he was like, "Oh, I bought this tequila, but I don't know how to mix it." And so he just used his Chat GPT and said, "Hey, what are the best mixed drink recipes for tequila?" And came up with some, and like, there's 10 options, and then there's 10 more
Right.
with recipes and all of it. So it's pretty dope. If you don't use the old AI, you should get in there. It's free.
Yeah.
For a while anyway.
To answer no harm no foul in the chat, Chat GPT is a AI assisted. He didn't know what it was, so it was like an AI assisted.
Yeah, look it up. CHAT.
Yeah, it's a thing.
It's chat and then all caps GPT,
Yeah.
and check it out. It's going to be a revolutionary technology for us and you. So,
Kaylee says I use it to write emails for me.
yeah,
for work.
dunk with a K.
Just because I just had to, that was the first time ever having to deal with that, is just keep it clean in the chat.
Yeah,
we
you're
don't
not-
really
There
fault
are
you for
some-
cuss words, but there's certain things you say that I will mute you for. And just, yeah. The iPad is so big because I can't see because I'm old man. So, no, it's just, yeah.
Yeah, it's just what we have.
Yeah, it's what we got going here.
We use it for several things. All right, last random topic. NFL.
Right. Right.
So you had some predictions a couple weeks ago that were
Just
not coming true.
absolutely just could not have been more wrong.
Should have warned your Packers.
I should have.
24/7 top down get up
Like head to toe.
Head to
Get
toe,
up. Well,
thanks.
I wore it yesterday, much to Tim's
dissatisfaction.
anger and threats, which I did feel bad about.
Tim is a Cowboys fan, or
Right.
he's kind of a fair weather Cowboys fan.
Yeah,
Isn't that
I
true,
mean-
Tim.
No, I'm a diehard Cowboys fan. I've just learned not to. I've just learned not to get too emotional about it anymore.
It's hard.
Right.
It's
We're-
hard to watch even call it the best team or the greatest team.
Right.
It's really hard to get that attached and watch them, have obstacles or lose. But I've
Right.
done the same thing. No matter your team, you're gonna feel that heart wrench when they
Right.
lose.
I feel
Well,
like a Cub. I feel like
Yeah.
what Cubs fans felt like for 50 years. You have a good team and then you just lose. You have a good team and then you just lose.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
So.
it's part of it. You
Yeah.
win and you lose,
I mean, as a Packers,
or you cheat and you win all the time. like
yeah,
the
yeah,
Yankees,
yeah, yeah.
With
As
no
a
cap.
as a Packers fan, it is like we've been really lucky to have two generational quarterbacks come through the system.
Yeah.
And we'll see about Jordan Love. It's way too early to make
I
a
don't
call
know.
on that.
He's looking pretty.
He looks
hot,
pretty solid, but at the
pretty
end of the day,
spicy.
you had Rodgers and Favre for what 26 years, and 2 Super Bowls. You went to 3, you lost 1, you won 2. Still better than nothing. I don't know. I kind of like stopped watching a lot of football because hockey, but it
Oh.
is nice to kind of dip the toe back in.
Okay. Well,
Kaylee said you guys should put outrageous backgrounds on the green screen for Parker. That is something we thought we were going to be able to do from the start, but unfortunately, because TikTok wants its own separate thing,
Yeah.
we have to kind of cater to
two.
to both.
Yeah.
So, but it is something we could do for the other channels.
We probably should just switch to studio.
Yeah, like you sitting in here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or I don't know.
Then make him guess where he is. Like,
All
whose
set.
line is it anyway?
Yeah.
But okay,
We talked
Um,
about that too.
yeah.
Great idea.
Yeah.
Love that.
love it.
Well, do you have any guesses for
I'm gonna-
who's gonna win?
I'm gonna amend my. Well, can we go through the games? Because I don't want to make a Super Bowl pick
Okay.
anymore because
Oh
I
my
just
goodness.
that's so cheesy. I want to go through a.
Oh, great. Okay, here we go.
All right.
So Green Bay is gonna play San Francisco.
All right. So
They tried hard. They tried their best.
my heart says Green Bay.
My heart's with Green Bay, and
But
my,
the past like 50 years says San Fran, especially in San Fran. That's their weakness.
no one's beating San Fran.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And then we'll go on to the Bucks play the Lions.
Detroit.
I'm going for Detroit too.
Detroit.
Tim,
Going for the Bucks now.
Really?
why?
Why? I actually like Mayfield.
Dang.
I do like.
Oh, I
Mayfield.
do like him too. You're right. Okay. He's
But I just.
Oh,
Victor.
Baker.
I'm just
Baker
not a.
Mayfield.
I'm just not
Say
a Detroit
I
fan.
said Victor like an
Victor
idiot.
Mayfield.
Victor. Victory.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So I was reading up on Baker Mayfield and something about how he was going from team to team
A little bit. Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
I think like 4 or 5 of them. Anyway, so he was with the Rams or somebody, and
Yeah.
he had 2 days notice.
Yeah.
And there was a guy in front of him, of course, who had learned the playbook, and they benched him first game, and so he had to come in and play in the NFL with
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
2 days
And he
notice.
lit it up. He did good.
And he did well.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Baker's got that
think
dog
about
in him.
like somebody handing you a dictionary and saying, "Okay, hey, you need to memorize this. I'll give you a month, and then
Right.
2 days later,
Yep.
let me know what you learned."
And then send like 295-pound of pure muscle edge rushers at you. Like,
because they know you're weak.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And
Yep, yep,
that's
yep,
on
yep.
one side. That's the NFC.
right.
Okay. The AFC is where I kind of focus more because that's where my team's
The
at.
Chiefs are.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Chiefs Bills is kind of tough. The Bills look like they're hurt. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs because
Chiefs.
they're mine.
It's going to be Chiefs
my
because it's
team.
happened 3 years in a row, and Buffalo has shown some weakness, and Kansas City just knows how to win in these
Well,
situations.
their game against the Steelers, they were hot and cold, and it was a
I
really,
mean, they were cold.
it was a very cold game.
Mm-hmm.
Tons of injuries, so you don't know how many of those are going to stick around.
Right.
Versus, was it just the elements that caused a lot of just
Right.
muscle pain? Okay,
Muscule.
I was going to say musculoskeletal like an idiot. MSK.
That's like not even an idiot though. because
Too much
you
the other
You
way.
have. the
Okay.
experience.
All right, and then the other side or on our side too, is Baltimore got a bye, and they're going to play the Houstons. Who upset.
Dude, that Ravens team
I
is
guess they
just.
didn't upset.
That Ravens team is just. Yeah, that's a wagon.
Okay, so Bills lose, Houston loses, and who do you think will come out of the AFC? Chiefs or
Ravens.
I think so too. Tim.
But it's going to be
Ravens.
close. It's going to be close.
It's gonna be Ravens, 49ers, Super Bowl.
Ravens 49ers, just
again?
like we said 2 weeks ago.
I tell you what.
Sticking with it.
Sad.
Tell you what. I'm going to
You can't be
actually.
wishy-washy.
It's not
and
like
go
I
side to
want it to
side.
happen.
I'm going to roll Green Bay all the way to the Super Bowl to lose to
Chiefs.
the Chiefs.
If
Yeah,
I
So,
could-
we're gonna.
so
we're
you're
gonna
changing your
my prediction. Yeah, because the Eagles are
Yeah,
done.
he's already
yeah,
lost.
I already
He's gotta
screwed it
try
up.
again.
So if I get it right, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all because I had to
Doesn't
change
matter.
it.
And it doesn't really
I've already
matter
been
if we get
eliminated.
it right. Like
Right.
it's like whose line is it anyway? Like we
Right.
talked about already.
Points don't matter.
Points don't matter.
Right. Okay. What about? So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say Green Bay wins, Detroit wins, which makes the NFC Championship real fun. It's an NFC North battle. Then I'm gonna take Baltimore and the Chiefs in the AFC Championship. Out of there, I'm gonna go Green Bay, Baltimore. With Green Bay, Kansas City. And then I think Kansas City got Green Bay. And as much as I love Green Bay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that won't happen, but it's funny.
Okay.
Fun to talk about.
Any who's will be.
Well, we're already at like 4,000 likes. That's pretty nice, guys. Dang.
Right. Yeah. At 10,000, everyone, we're doing a giveaway of
Yeah.
our space-themed tackle box.
Tackle box.
Just wanted to let you know. We'll say it periodically, but
Some sour, some
other
sweet,
things.
some crunchy,
right. All crunchy, actually.
all crunchy,
All crunch.
all delicious.
All right.
Okay, you ready for history? Candy history.
History of.
We're
history
going
candy.
with a quiz first. So if you're in the chat, yeah, the giveaway. Yes, the giveaway is a tackle box. Stay tuned. Okay, we're moving on.
Sorry. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, can you answer these questions? What's the oldest candy in the world
Ugh.
in the history?
In
brand
history.
or
No, just
no, like a single, like a piece
just
of candy.
single, yeah.
Ooh.
Like we dropped out
Uh,
of trees and there was a starburst.
Starburst inside of a tree. I mean, if the chat wants to
Yeah.
chime in, we'll read some of those. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with a Werther's original hard candy.
No packaging, no brand. We're going like
Just the-
way back. Like,
Yeah.
How about sugar?
I
or
stand.
I'm gonna-
What? That's not candy.
I'm gonna say
You're
licorice.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Kaylee says gum.
Gum is close,
Ah, dude, she's so smart.
but it's technically honey.
Okay.
Come on, guys. Honey, it's natural. It's out there. You don't even have to do anything. You just
Candy?
But that's a candy.
I didn't. So are we?
Yeah.
We're talking like the oldest thing that can be
yeah,
considered
it's
candy.
candy a history.
Yeah, but honey is not candy. It's like the whole argument is water wet. Water itself cannot be
Okay,
wet.
if you add honey to something, does that make it sweet or not? It has sugar in it.
Yeah.
That's candy.
But I could add sugar to sugar. Does that
Okay.
make sugar sweet?
Okay, so 2 days after
I got Tim.
2 days after they discovered honey, they started putting it on food.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, so that makes it a candy in my opinion.
Okay.
It's not an opinion.
Okay.
That's more scientific.
Okay.
Your guys is trash over here.
He just
Okay.
throws that in there.
All right. Yeah.
Science.
You're trash at the end. Oh man.
Well, I'm glad you failed that.
Well. Get
I would
used
give
to it.
Kaylee partial credit. In fact, I give her
1.5.
point. Yeah. All right. What candy was invented by accident in 1900?
Honey.
Honey.
I feel like I learned this at one point. Chat. I might phone a friend. What? Cotton candy.
Cotton candy.
That is one of Kaylee's favorites.
Is
by
it?
the way.
Originally, it was called fairy floss.
And then it got canceled.
Yeah, somebody canceled it. They got woke in the 1800s or
Oof.
whatever.
I wanna
Okay.
say gum.
Gum came later than both honey and sugar.
Well, I know sugar was the precursor to everything, right?
Technically, no, because sugar has to be harvested from
From-
sugar cane,
From sugar cane.
and it's a liquid. And then they had to
Oh,
discover that you
wow.
could transfer the liquid into a powder or a crystal so that they could transport it. And then you can imagine how that revolutionized the world, and they started transporting it all over the world.
Oh.
Yeah.
The more you know.
I learned today because you told me to.
Yeah, I did tell you to. Okay.
Okay, what candy was named after a horse?
We're just skipping that third one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have to go in order.
What candy was named after a horse?
Yeah.
Tim, help. Sea biscuits. Butterscotch.
Animal crackers. No, I'm just kidding.
Animal crackers. That's not candy.
Butterscotch.
Butterscotch. You could name a
A
horse
dog.
butterscotch.
Yeah.
You could name a horse. Snickers.
Snickers.
See, Kaylee said Seabiscuit too. No, or she's laughing at me. I
She's
don't know
laughing
what,
at you
well,
for saying
that's
Seabiscuit.
pretty
That's
accurate.
more. Yeah.
Welcome to what it's like to live at home with Kaylee and I.
Yeah. Just haha. You're
We
an
should
idiot.
cover that last
yeah.
question that you uncovered that I didn't see, but
Okay. All right.
okay.
We'll go back to this
I
one.
can still
Oh,
kind of read
no.
it. I can still kind of read it, but I didn't see. Scout's honor.
Okay, I'm blacking the whole thing out. Shoot, that's not what I
And
wanted
then
to
you
do.
open YouTube.
Oh no. Hey, these are all credible sources and they're all cited. Okay.
Right.
Okay. What candy was originally marketed as a health food? Anybody?
Peppermint.
Peppermint.
Peppermint's a great.
I just
guess.
put one in my mouth. It's also like
Milky.
Milky
Way.
Way.
Yeah. or
Was
no-
nougat like good for your bones? Hey, that's us.
Oh no. Wrong.
Hey, that's not us.
I should have looked at that source.
That's okay.
Milky Way.
Somebody gave it to us.
We'll have to figure it out. The Milky Way was a health food. So was heroin. So
Whoa. What? Oh wait, yes
Yeah,
it is.
medicine.
Medicine. I thought you meant like sugar.
Oh,
like
like
it
a
was a
food.
sweet like
Wasn't 7
try
Up.
some good heroin. It's
So
good for your bones.
Before the 1900s, candy was usually used as a medicine and not as like
Right.
it was a luxury until recently.
And Kaylee's right. And cigarettes. Cigarettes were considered good for your health.
Oh, and cigarettes.
Yeah.
Duh. Even doctors recommended cigarettes.
We are doing a giveaway. We need to hit 10,000 likes.
10,000.
I need to figure out this overlay or
We
else.
gotta get it. I mean, I bet you if we put it overlay, it still wouldn't work. We'd still get
Just
questions.
flashing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We do the same giveaway at the same time
Every
every
show.
show.
Yep.
Okay, which
Yep.
is every week
On Tuesdays.
on Tuesdays
Starting at 3 p.m.
at
Mountain
3
time.
o'clock Mountain Time. So
10,000 likes.
Welcome, guys. I'm not hating the newbies.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
and I
Okay.
just saw this in a article I was reading, and I came up again today.
Okay.
So, this certain Well, crap. What? I have to ask the question before I start telling you all about it. 'Cause
Okay.
Then you'll answer the question.
All right. This is what we call leading.
Wow. I did that backwards. Okay, so let's see if I can get this right because the whole question's blacked out. But what candy is banned in the United States for 65 years?
I'm an asshole because I read the Y
And just get it right.
and I
Just
know what
do
it is. It's the Kinder Surprise eggs,
Have
right?
you had one?
Yeah, they're pretty solid.
Do you know why that
I
they're
don't
banned?
because I didn't read it because I just saw
Don't read it
chocolate
now.
eggshell and then I was like, oh, I know this one.
So, for those who don't know, Kinder Egg is just if it's dumb, just don't.
It's not dumb. I'm
Okay.
laughing at the fact that I was reading.
Okay, so a Kinder Egg is like a chocolate egg ball thing, and
Yeah.
there's stuff inside
Right.
usually sometimes.
Like a Cadbury egg?
Yes, just like a Cadbury egg.
But they'll
But-
fill it with like other candies and like toys,
They'll
like
fill
little
it,
plastic
and they're
toys.
famous for filling it with toys.
They do still have them
So
at
people
Walmart.
would,
Kaylee.
so people in the U.S. would probably be stupid enough to eat the
People
eat
in the
toy.
U.S. are dumb enough to eat the plastic lining and the toy on the inside
Okay.
It's no candy.
because it violates. And I even wrote it down. Let's see here.
Oh, they're at your guys' gas station too, Juju.
So are they still being
Are they the
sold?
Kinder or are they the Kinder Surprise? Because it has to be with the toy on the inside.
Right. You can. I've bought them with the toy on the inside.
I think they're banned, dude. Okay.
No.
It might take a while. Okay. Well, no, they are. They're banned.
Oh,
Since the plastic egg and toys are considered
Kaylee.
inedible and should not be eaten, it breaks the 1938 Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act. Anyway, I just saw a
That's
news article
interesting.
like a week ago. that
oh,
they're
it's like
banned.
recent that
Oh,
they're
yeah.
banned. Okay. Well.
Yeah. So get them now, folks.
Yeah. Load up. Those are going to be
Load
on
up.
eBay for $400
Yeah.
in a few weeks.
Yeah, how bizarre is that?
Mm-hmm. Kaylee.
What's she saying?
America in all caps because we were talking. That came in right when we were like saying, "Oh, they eat the plastic toy." What is that camera angle, Tim?
It's
He
so they
got
see-
you under the.
Yeah, Juju. I
So
think
they
it's
can see
like
what
just
Parker's looking
a
at.
week or so ago. So it's a recent thing, and
I mean, just don't eat plastic, guys.
it's. I guess
Okay.
my takeaway is buy as many of them as you can. And,
Right at this point,
hold on to them.
don't eat. But now they have those gummy eggs with toys in them. Kaylee, what?
Yeah, what's the brand name?
Yeah, what's
We'll
the
look
brand
it up.
name?
All right, we're gonna move on to how it's made. Remember this show, like How It's Made,
Yeah.
where they like show you all the manufacturing stuff. So I actually found one on how to manufacture gummy worms because we are going to freeze dry them.
Yes.
Yeah, so I thought it'd be fun.
Yeah.
You want to watch?
I want to watch. Tim, you might need to bring the TikTok people over here.
Tim,
They're not going to be able to hear it, so I'll narrate.
you don't need to hear it. It's just cool enough.
It's just cool.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Welcome back to Unwrapped. I'm Mark Summers, sorting through lots of Halloween
He's Mark
treats.
Summers.
How
He's sorting
about
through lots of
gummies?
treats.
They're a standby on the trick-or-treat streets. They come in many shapes and sizes, including
Would you mind pausing it really quick, Parker? Just Kaylee said that she looked it up. Zuru gummy yum.
Zuru
That's the name of
gummy
the
Yum.
gummy egg with
Gummy egg. All right, well that's gonna be banned too.
toys in
So
them.
go get that.
Okay. All
Go
right.
get that fast. Zuru gummy yum. Thank you for that, Kaylee. Okay,
Yeah,
here we
thanks.
go. This is how gummy worms are manufactured.
Manufactured.
And I didn't know this till today, so I'm glad
I never
glad we're showing
knew,
it.
so I'm excited
Okay,
to
cool.
learn
And
it.
this show is really cool. It's called Unwrapped,
Okay.
and it's like a how it's made for food,
For food?
for candy and food.
Okay.
And it's
Shout out to the Food Network. They own all this.
yeah, great.
yeah.
So right now we're going to go behind the scenes to see how they're made.
That was really unsettling.
Yikes. We'll skip that part.
Are one of Ferrera Pan Candy's top
Ferrera brand candy.
lots of gelatin.
Yeah, I knew about the gelatin. Does that come
Yeah.
from horses? Or is that pudding? Or jello? What am I talking about?
I think that's glue.
No, it's gelatin. It's glue.
Okay, so long story short,
Right.
they're basically taking different types of sugar and some other stuff, and they're making a slurry out of it.
Slurry is basically their word for like just throwing a bunch of crap
together.
Just, I'm also trying to narrate for
Just
when this is the audio podcast later. So people, there's machines. There's a spinning process going on. Really bright colors. I'm kind of
Yeah.
shocked.
So they're picking the color.
That's gross. There's some kind of sludge
That's
coming out.
sugar. you know.
Right.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
in a giant tanks of liquid. They're moving the different colors around. They almost looks like paint tanks.
It does. It looks very much like they're spinning paint. All right.
Okay, we got our colors
Right,
and our
mix them together.
slurries. Now we shake the slurry into molds.
And there's a machine operating. It's like bouncing up and down,
What's
and it's
cool, though,
pressing them into these
Is
molds.
that the mold we would normally think is like metal or something?
They're cornstarch.
It's cornstarch. So you
You
could
just ruined a mold.
you could ruin the mold, put your hand in it, and then now it'll fill that your hand. Probably not, because they have it so specific to fill these
Right.
tiny little wells. But they probably
it
have,
is easier to get. So that's another reason why I do the cornstarch is because
Yeah.
it's easier to pull the
so they can
got
pull them
the
out
ones
of the
out.
mold really
Yeah.
easily.
right.
And then they shake it off. They
They make
shake
28 boards a minute, 6,720 worms every 60 seconds, 403,000 an hour, 9.5 million manufactured a day.
day. This is just for Era. So they go dry them, and then they flip them over. They get all of the cornstarch
worms out, too.
Yeah. And then they roll them in these.
They sift them.
They sift them in this giant
Looks like a.
drum.
Kaylee said I could eat them all. It's true. She loves
400,000 of them.
gummy worms.
Look at this guy's literally yelling at us.
A sugar acid blend.
the sugar acid blend, and that's what makes it sour and not stick to each other when we ship them out.
Hey, you guys!
We put them in these totes.
And then they skip the entire packaging
I
part.
know. That's like.
That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
Well,
Which-
that's what we'll show later.
Speaking of packaging, mid show plug. Join us tomorrow at what 9 a.m. on our TikTok channel for just packing.
Yeah,
We're
gonna
packing orders.
This is what 10 pounds of
Oh
Oh
God!
my goodness.
The autoplay.
That's why I love this show.
Yeah.
Oh man.
If you guys are just listening on audio, you really need to be tuning in also on our YouTube so you can see when it just auto plays next.
Oh my goodness.
Really cool. The coolest part about that was the cornstarch molds. I always thought when you get mold, it would be like plastic, or
Well, normally they're metal.
aluminum or metal or
And
something along
sometimes,
those lines.
well, yeah, I would assume that they would be metal,
Right.
and I guess I was wrong.
Well,
For sure.
it's probably safer too to have it in something that you can easily decontaminate, or actually not even use. Like the cornstarch molds, they just break down probably, and you just redo them, or they
Yeah.
stay solid like that. Well, no, not solid because you can push through them.
Right.
So,
yeah. They just reuse them. But there are molds that press into the cornstarch.
Right.
They're
Right.
just the opposite
Right. It's not. You're not using a reusable mold. You're having a press that makes the mold.
mold.
Yeah.
I was
Temporary
surprised.
mold.
A temporary
Yeah.
mold. Yes.
And you probably don't have to clean the. You don't have to clean like
Yeah, you
the
don't have to clean
trays.
them either.
Right.
Well, yeah.
Because they are not there.
I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's that. We're at
And
75.
that's how it's made.
That's how it's made on Unwrapped Food Network.
Not us.
Okay, I have some more how it's made, but I don't have videos.
Okay.
But I just thought it was kind of
Yeah.
interesting to learn about different things. Okay, so first one is M&M's. And we'll learn about M&M's in our Candia history that you'll read to us later.
Goody.
But it's a pretty cool World War II thing, which you might know. Maybe not.
Maybe.
Okay, so how are M&M's coated with a thin layer of candy shell? Here's the answer.
All right. I'll say the answer, I guess. The answer to that is they are tumbled in a rotating drum with a hot liquid sugar and food coloring. With hot liquid, not sugar and food coloring. I actually knew that. I knew that they heated up like sugar and mixed it like that way, but I didn't know it was a tumbler, like a rotating drum. So that's
Wow.
kind of interesting.
Wow. I'll save my comments for later because there's more about M&M's.
Okay.
Okay, next one's Skittles.
Okay. This
How-
one is actually directly related to us.
because we freeze dry.
That's what our moon
Skittles.
rocks start out as.
Yeah.
Then they
Okay.
grow up.
and then they grow up to be Moon Rocks.
Yeah.
Okay, how are Skittles made chewy and fruity? It's kind of a vague question,
Okay.
but how does Skittles do it?
All right. So they are mixed with sugar, corn syrup, hydrogenated palm kernel. Hydrogenated. I can't read. This is
Palm
going to go great.
kernel oil.
Palm kernel oil, fruit juice, citric acid, and natural and artificial flavors. Hydrogenated?
Yeah, bad.
Oh,
Anyway,
God. Okay, so that's a lot of fancy words.
a lot of fancy words for sugar, oil, real fruit, and
So-
the citric acid is like a way to make it kind of sour, kind of tart.
Okay.
Is pretty common,
Right.
and it also kind of keeps it stable.
And then you get into the whole natural and artificial flavors. But I do actually have a question. So when it says
Yeah.
they're mixed with sugar and all this stuff, so we all know that Skittles, and you know this if you get our Moon Rocks and you look at them, inside the color shell is like all the part
Is white.
is what.
Is white.
So is that what they're talking about? And then do they coat it, or is this just like they?
Yes. This is not including the last part, which
Got
is
it.
the
Okay.
coloring part of it.
Cool. I
And
figured.
I don't know that. We should. I think it'd be fun.
Right.
It'd be fun to try and I'll do some research and
Right.
we'll get it on the show. I think it'd be
Maybe
cool.
yeah. Maybe we can just like do a revisit of
Okay,
that.
this one's fun. This one's fun.
Okay.
How are jelly beans made with different flavors?
How are jelly beans made with different flavors? The answer is they are infused with flavorings in the center and the shell and sprayed with a sugar solution to create a glossy finish.
Yeah, like your car.
It's just mini cars.
Just lots of little cars
Jelly
being
beans
sprayed.
are phenomenal. That's interesting. I never think about that. Like, how are jelly beans made? They're just such an interesting candy.
I know they are.
Have we
shiny.
tried freeze drying those?
I have not.
Could you do Birdie Bots every
I
flavor
could
beans?
do the snot.
Nope.
Schnopp
Nope. I changed my
flavor.
mind. Nope. Only get the good ones.
Surprised.
Right. But we should
Yeesh.
try just
Jelly
jelly
bellies.
beans.
We
Jelly
should
bellies.
ask Brandon. I'm sure he's tried them.
Right.
The master of all.
Well,
for sure.
isn't it kind of the same as like hot tamales where you have to break the outer shell, the coating?
Yeah, it might be difficult.
So you'd have to heat it up and then
Yes, sir.
like bake it and then freeze dry it, which would be difficult.
But maybe a little hot rod could get it done.
I bet you Hot Rod could get at least a couple.
That's our overheated.
It's our
freeze
like
drying
we took the
machine
regulator
that's-
off.
Yeah, we took the governor off the
Governor?
golf cart. Okay. Okay, I got it.
This is my favorite candy,
Twizzlers.
probably. I think that's my favorite candy.
How are Twizzlers made into a twisted shape?
Okay, the answer is they are extruded through a die with holes and grooves and cut into pieces. It's a
Like
lot
a
of
meat grinder thing.
oh, it's like it presses. It's like
Yeah.
oh my God,
Now you love them.
yummy.
So they come through and they're like, and then they chop them up,
That's so
and
upsetting.
then you eat them. Just
It
opposite. Just
woo.
the process goes backwards.
Right, and is that for the normal ones or is that for the ones that you peel?
So that's
Ooh, I would-
Twizzlers versus Swizzlers, right? Aren't
Yeah.
they
See, I
called
don't.
Twizzlers?
those are
Twizzlers don't
Twizzlers.
peel.
Twist
Yes,
and
they do.
peel.
They have
Not the OG kind.
not the OG kind, but Twizzlers
Yes.
does have a pull and peel
Those are
option.
not called Twizzlers.
They are. Look it up, please.
I don't
Seriously.
think we have time for that.
Oh, dang! How convenient.
Well, I don't know. Gelatin is animal bone. Thanks, Kaylee.
Yummy. Right at the end there.
You can also have vegan types of gelatin,
Mhm.
but it's not common. We usually use pork.
Right. Right.
Okay, we'll skip that.
Yep.
Okay, everybody get ready.
To be
Steve-
mad at me
Why? Steven's
because I'm going to
going
mispronounce a lot of words.
Steven's gonna try and read like a history professor that he is.
Mm-hmm.
Wishes he was.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna read Candy a History, which is something we put together today. So
Should have
so
brought
this
a
is,
prop book.
I don't know. Something fun to read.
Right. Okay.
Okay, get in there.
Bear with me, everybody. The history of candy is a fascinating journey through time, cultures, and evolving tastes. It stretches back to ancient civilizations, where the earliest forms of candy were likely simple honey sweetened treats. Of course they were. Of course, yeah. Honey, being a natural sweetener readily available to ancient peoples, was used to coat fruits and flowers to create sweet delicacies.
But are they treats? Is it candy?
But I didn't know that. Okay.
All right.
Am I allowed to say that word?
Yeah, I thought so too, but I think it's fine.
Can I replace it?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
Okay. What would I say?
The Arabians?
The
or
Middle Eastern?
Eastern?
The old Middle
East?
Eastern
Yes. Yes.
world played a crucial role in the development and spread of candy. Ancient Middle Easterners were among the first to cultivate sugar.
Yeah.
After their conquest of Persia in 642 AD, they adopted the Persians' knowledge and techniques of sugar cultivation. This led to the spread of sugar production throughout the Mediterranean. They
didn't realize
made
how many
sugar
words I had to
cane
replace.
juice, and like it's not even a rude word. It's just
It just
also like
sounds awful. Okay,
right.
go
It's
ahead.
it's
We
out of a
won't say.
history book. You can
Yeah.
tell. They made sugarcane juice into granulated crystals, which were easier to store and transport. This process was a significant step in transforming the production and consumption of sweet treats worldwide.
Yeah.
All right,
I'll read the
cool.
next one.
That the fact that it's am I too
No, I
slow?
won't.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I loved it.
Okay.
In fact, I'm not going to read it now that you said that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I
You
think
could
you're
you could
great.
take off the last paragraph to really pound it home. You said you had comments about M&M's, so you can
Okay,
read that
I'll
one.
take the last one.
Right, cool.
Wow, you're so smart.
No.
What were
Okay.
you going to say before I...
I forgot. Oh no. So if you go up a little bit,
Yeah.
the whole like the fact that they set up a like sweets like trade worldwide
Yeah.
that early, it just
Right
I
on.
like to I just want to revisit like thinking about that is so fascinating.
Yes.
Like anyway,
People like...
like they didn't even have
drugs.
boats. Yeah. Yeah.
And sugar's pretty much not a drug.
It-
but
it's in the-
It's really close.
It's in the
because-
addiction area of
Yeah, because you just kind of need it to survive, and then think about living on like roots, vegetables, berries,
yeah.
maybe even meat, fish, fatty stuff, whatever, and then you just get a hit
Of sugar.
sugar.
Yeah.
That's gonna spread fast, and it did.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Okay,
Okay.
but it's not easy to get, right? Sugar is hard to process, only grows in certain areas. Honey depends on bees, to be around. It's kind of
Right.
hazardous occupation to get the honey.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, anyway, I'll let you continue.
Cool. Also, everyone, 8.8 thousand need to get to 10 to do the giveaway, so you should do that. We're getting there. Okay, sugar was a luxury item in Europe until the 18th century, and candy was primarily the domain of the wealthy. I have heard of that before. During this period, confectioners were regarded as skilled artisans. Artisans. There's the first screw up. I
You
got
did
to the
real well.
Yeah. Artisans. Crafting sweet delicacies by hand. They made candies from sugar and honey, often combined with nuts, fruit, and spices. These were not only treats, but also used as digestives and remedies for ailments.
Yeah.
Hence, like if your stomach's upset, honey,
Ginger.
that's
Yeah.
honey? Or is
Honey-
that throat?
honey's your throat.
Throat.
Honey's not terrible either for the old gut because it's pretty easy to
It
digest.
coats.
Yeah.
right.
And you anyway, we won't go into that. All right.
But what if I wanted to go into that?
Well, it's too late.
It sucks to suck. All right. The Industrial Revolution in the 19th century brought about a major transformation in candy making. With the
Advent.
I couldn't read it.
I
With
know,
the
it's a ways
advent
away.
of machine production, candy became more affordable and widely available, moving from a luxury item to a treat accessible to the masses. Like us. Up top treats. This era saw the introduction of many candies that are still popular today, such as chocolate bars, hard candies, and chewing gum. Hard candies like Werther's Original.
Yeah.
Just go into an ad break for Werther's.
Like I said.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to let
Boom.
Parker take this last
Okay,
one home.
All right. In the 20th century, candy continued to evolve with the introduction of countless new varieties and flavors. The two world wars also had an impact as manufacturers created durable treats like the M&M, which could be easily transported to soldiers overseas,
Right.
and then they could use it day to day
Right.
without having to go into a store,
Right.
into an artisan store.
On top of that, M&M's also, like, they don't melt as easy because of the coating.
Right.
So when they would transport it over there, they didn't have to worry about, like, just having a
It
sea
melting.
of chocolate.
Yeah.
Right. Although chocolate bars were still a really big thing for, like the forward operating soldiers in World War II. They would
just
often liberating villages. That would be a good way for them to hand out to like the children, because then it was like if you can get into the minds of the children that we're not big bad guys, then the surrounding population would be a little bit more trusting.
I see.
Like, because they were like, well, if this liberating force doesn't immediately start taking our children, they're just giving them candy.
That doesn't kill 'em.
Right. Well, and then nowadays that can also be not a good thing if a random person gives you candy. So
Yeah. Well,
be safe out there,
we've
kids.
changed. Yeah, don't do that.
Right.
Well, that's it. That's it for the
Well, we just hit 10K. That was
Candy
perfect.
history.
Well, that's it. And then we hit 10K. So we are going to.
Wow, Tim's already on it.
I know.
And if you've been with us before we hit 10,000, all you have to comment is 10. That's 1 followed by a
Thank
0.
you, Kat.
And you can do it as many times as you want. We don't know if that helps.
Yep.
And then
It's randomly selected, so don't get mad. We don't. Yep. We don't do that. Thank you guys for the 10,000 likes. As you can see on the pinned comment that went away. Excuse me. No, it's still pinned. We are giving away how many gift boxes?
3.
3, or not gift boxes, tackle boxes. And yeah, these things are really cool. They're like a really awesome way to get a sampling pack of like our heavy hitters. So, yay.
10.
1-0.
And if you're watching somewhere else, you can get them pretty much anywhere
Right.
you buy candy. Amazon, our website, TikTok shop.
Shopee. Did you have candy facts, or was it?
I
did you
do.
just decide?
I do.
Okay. While we're waiting for that
I meant
countdown.
that was it for Candy History.
Oh, okay.
Not the whole.
I was like,
not the whole
oh.
show.
I want more candy facts. You know, it's funny. We waited till season 2, episode like 3, to finally do like a candy related episode.
We did one.
We did one last week.
Yeah.
Last week.
We've
Or last
done-
season.
we did one last season. Was it with Abby? I'll look back. We did it.
It was one of the 2 times I wasn't here.
Yeah. See, you're
Missing out.
you're out. Okay, I do have some candy facts while people are flooding in their 10s.
To just answer a question in the chat.
Oh,
What is
okay.
your favorite type of fishing?
Like fly fishing would be my favorite, but I still haven't learned how to do it.
Just river fishing, just like
Yeah.
old.
Oh, like
What's that?
beer fishing.
Yeah, but not by a lake sitting there with a beer. Like going into the backwoods, like hiking in like 2 hours and finding like a little spot.
Yeah. Right.
Right.
Rukin, what's your kind? Do you do fancy fishing?
What did you just?
Is it not the right name?
Fucking cat.
Oh, I can't read.
It's
It's
literally
a long ways away. It looks like Rukin.
No, it's okay though. Rukin's probably a little compliment fishing. Kaylee, get out. Just get out. Kaylee, why don't you comment 10 because you just won?
That's great. Kaylee, I like that.
Seriously, you can comment 10, Kaylee, just because you have candy at home doesn't mean.
All right, Kat, tell us your
Night cat fishing.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds intense.
Noodling.
Noodling.
I
It's
love
him.
that. I've done
I
that
have heard,
once.
but
It's
I've
not,
never done it.
It's not legal. We don't condone that. No one here has done it. It's not property of Up Top Treats.
What
but
it? So what
Parker
is
Rail
what
has
is it?
done
Noodling.
Tim?
Noodling's legal in some states. Like
Oh, in some states? Okay,
thought it
not
was
in the
in-
state I was from.
What is
So-
what is noodling?
Okay, so what you do is you go into a hole where catfish are, and you stick your arm in there, and they think it's a fish, so they grab onto your arm, but they don't really have like teeth or anything. I mean, they kind of do, so it kind of hurts, but it's not like getting bit by a cat or something crazy. So they bite your arm, and then you pull that sucker out, and you harvest them.
So you're just bait.
Your
Yes.
arm is the
Literally bait.
Literally
and
bait.
catfish can get huge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll like if you were my size and you were really trying like for the big leagues, like you would die.
You, and
They
you
would take me
literally
under.
don't
feels
go-
like sandpaper.
And, yeah, sandpaper on your arm.
and you usually don't get in water that's like over your head. That's usually chest deep.
But
so that way
sometimes you
can
dive
get the
under.
fish.
Sometimes you have to dive under to get into like the cove that they're at or whatever. You get your bite.
I have
and
an
then you-
idea. What about no?
There's
Terrifying.
some shows on,
River monsters.
maybe.
Guy sticks his head in probably.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for that. That was a nice little
Yeah, I
digression.
like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. World's oldest known candy.
It's all about the fight. Sorry. Okay.
Okay. The world's oldest known candy is over 3,500 years old,
Was it honey?
and it was honey in Egypt. They basically, so not only was it honey, but they found like tools tools and things like that.
Like specifically candy making tools.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, this is one I like. We haven't talked about chocolate and the Aztecs and the Mayans. So chocolate was discovered in South America, and basically once they figured it out, it was just like sugar, except it has caffeine in it instead.
Okay. Yeah.
So they had these caffeine things, and then the more they refined it, they figured out, oh, we could make chocolate out of it too. So then they had sugar and caffeine in this incredible thing.
We should go back to this system.
Yeah. And so they started...
No, actually, we need to be nice to South America. Never mind, I changed it because we would be like going down there and taking all
Oh,
the
we would just take them all.
the
yeah,
plants,
just kill
yeah,
'em all, and it'd
which
be
is
great.
sad. Anyway,
So anyway, chocolate was such a big deal in these cultures that it was once used as currency. You know, if you knew or had
so cool.
chocolate, or if you had all of the different variations of it, it was a sign of wealth.
Okay.
And
Was it used like as a like bargaining like for goods and or services like that
Yeah.
kind of deal? Like
Yep.
wow, that's cool.
yeah,
Was it processed as chocolate as we know it sort
I
of
don't
today,
think
or was
so.
it probably just the cocoa?
it was
Plants or
cacao for
beans?
sure. And I'd have
Or
to read
cacao?
up, but there was like a tea.
Okay.
They would turn it into teas.
Ugh.
Which sounds terrible, but if you've never had caffeine
True,
and
yeah.
you go from drinking dirt water,
We have a dad joke in the chat. I'll let you read it.
no, it's too many.
I'm gonna say it.
It's too many.
Oh, how would that make for an amazingly sweet society?
It's cute. Okay, next
Dang.
one. Jelly beans were once President Ronald Reagan's favorite candies. Did you know that?
Yep.
He
That
had
explains a lot.
He had a jar of them. He also like took them on the elevator a lot.
Hmm.
I read this source. I don't know if it's credible. He potentially ate 3.5 tons of jelly beans while he was president.
That explains a lot.
He was eating jelly beans and not
See, yeah, explains so much.
trickle down. It wasn't trickling down
Well,
much.
I like the green ones, Nancy.
It wasn't trickling down. Yeah, it was
Tons?
tons.
3,000.
He would literally go through bags a day. Like they were worried about
tons?
his health. Yeah.
Quick plug. We got 4 minutes left on the giveaway. Comment 10, the number 10, for your chance to win a space-themed tackle box. Tons.
Yeah.
There's no way that was good for the man.
No.
But
Imagine
also,
how many that's per day to achieve that, because he was president for 8 years.
Yeah, let's do it. I don't know.
I'm like, go for it.
Somebody else? Here, we'll do it.
So
We'll do it, Tim.
at
It's
best,
just like,
So
wow.
8 years times 365 days, 2,920 days
Okay.
divided by 3,000. No, ton is 2,000.
2,000, yes.
So that's
6,000.
6,000, 7,000 pounds.
7,000. So divided by 7.
Divided by 7,000 pounds is almost a half pound a day, just like our
Holy
highest
cow.
consumers. Freeze-dried candy. It just went from not true to realistic, didn't it?
Wow.
It's upsetting.
Yeah, it is upsetting. Okay, you can read the next one.
Okay. This one I gotta shout out to all my Halloween lovers. I did see Danielle joined in and Kaylee, but candy corn was originally called chicken feed when it was first created in the late 1800s. Now, was it made as chicken feed, or was it just named chicken
I
feed?
think that's just what they called it.
Okay, can we bring that back? I like chicken feed better than candy
Maybe
corn.
we could name ours that. Freeze-dried chicken feed.
Chili chicken feed.
You think it would really sell?
Yeah, totally.
Chickens. Okay, this one kind of makes me sad. It's not really sad, but kind of. So the first candy cane was made in 1670 in Germany. That's not the sad part. They were originally all white and straight. That's sad.
I was trying to yes and a. Sorry,
Okay,
I was get a phone call. Yeah, I was trying to come up with a joke, but everything I could come up with
It was
is just
white
like
and straight.
oh, what? Wasn't it the 1950s up in here? But to also comment on like the sad thing,
Well, when I think of candy cane, I think of red and white, and I think of
and
it in a cane,
not like
not a
like a
stick.
shiv, a sugar shiv.
A sugar
Actually, I'm coming
stick.
back around on it. Yeah, like
A sugar shiv sounds awesome.
yeah. It also sounds like a cool pimp name.
Yeah, I don't
Move
know
on.
who came up with
Move
the
on. Keep going.
Maybe
Sugar
the-
shiv.
I like the idea that maybe some shepherd came up with the candy cane. Who knows?
Right.
They had a lot of time between 16, 17,
Or do you think it was like a oopsie,
and now.
like a oops all crunch berries
Like,
situation?
woo, and it all just like
That it one
just
fell off and it was
tore-
still warm and it like
It
hooked,
just- yeah.
and they're like, oh, I spilled paint on it, and they're like, wait a minute, this looks like a
It's in
barber pole.
It's in a perfect sphere. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, last one. Do we have any winners yet?
We got 59
Oh
seconds.
my goodness.
Do we have any winners yet? We set the timer.
Yeah. Well, it's
I like 10 minutes because it gives people maybe the hook is easier to hold. Yeah, and then also maybe like sticking out of the stockings. Maybe there was a
hanging on
push for that
something.
because I mean, it aesthetically it probably looks better. But it was in 1670 in Germany.
Yeah, while back.
German engineering.
Yep. Okay. Last one.
Last one. Okay. Skittles were first introduced in the United States in 1979 and were originally called Taste the Rainbow, which is still their slogan.
Yeah.
But
They
also,
they switched it.
you ever
They
just
flipped
go
it
pick
around.
me up a bag of Taste the Rainbow?
Yeah.
I'm going
You-
to resend my comment about this would be a better pimp name.
Yes, the best one.
10 seconds.
We gotta get out of that.
No. We need to lean
gotta
in.
get outta here.
Lean in. Okay, listen, I'll elaborate on that, but we got 2 seconds, 1 second. All right, everyone.
Okay, let's see who wins some candy.
Say
here.
hello in the
We
chat.
only had 2 winners. Jim Bob and Juju.
Perfect. Job, Juju.
Yeah. Sorry, that was just a really satisfying Jim Bob and Juju.
Love it.
Yeah, so congratulations,
Congrats,
guys.
all.
We will have more of these tackle boxes sparingly, but you can purchase it on our TikTok shop. I did pin it on our little shop tab near the comment section, so if you want to purchase your own.
Trying to get in there on those.
All right. Taste the Rainbow.
Yeah.
You
Let's talk about it.
Can you imagine sitting in, because we've all sat here and like tried to come up with names for
Yeah.
new products. I mean, we
Yeah.
just had to do that with our Star Worms,
Yes.
with our, I don't know if
Sweet tarts coming up.
with our sweet tarts coming up, which we had yet another comment that was like, when are you announcing the name?
Oh yeah.
We don't know. I have not heard a single person give an idea, except for somebody in the chat shouted Star Mix in all caps.
Yeah, I saw that. That's
Yeah.
actually one of the contenders.
Okay.
Star
okay.
Mix is
Okay.
leading the way. We have 2 or 3 other options that were, I can't remember them all. Cosmic
Crunchies.
Tarts,
Cosmic Crunchies.
Asteroid
Bites.
Crunchies,
I'm gonna
and-
veto that one.
and there's a 4th one. Oh, Meteor Bites.
Okay, and then you said like poopy doopy.
Oh yeah, and
shoopy.
fart balls.
Fart-
Expensive fart balls
Expensive fart
was
balls.
the one that.
Wasn't that? Did someone suggest that?
Yeah, they really did.
That
They
somebody
commented-
literally said that.
They said expensive fart balls with some other explicits.
Comet blasts is what Cat just dropped in the chat.
Yeah.
So if meteors are meteor blasts, but bites meteor blasts, are comets smaller than meteors?
So comets,
Comets are
are
ice.
in the
Yes,
are
but
ice and
like-
they're in the
but are
and
they
they're a
s-
long way away.
But
and
are they
never-
smaller?
And they usually have like.
Yeah, they're
their-
smaller.
Okay.
Usually I'd say.
Okay.
I'd say comets are.
Listen, I'm just
smaller
trying
than
to think
meteors.
like,
Don't comets usually have a trail, like a tail too?
They're always burning because they're made of gas and ice. So if they ever get close to a sun, then they burn those things. Like that's why you
I was
see that.
thinking-
A meteor is like a big rock that comes,
Yeah.
and then when it goes through our shields,
Mhm.
it turns into
Fire.
either nothing, yeah, fire or
So
meteorites.
the reason I brought it up is because like we have meteor in the name for our Skittles, and then the sweet tart ones are smaller. So I was like, ooh, if comets
You mean moon rocks?
smaller.
Or solar puffs?
Yeah, moon rocks is what I meant. So shoot,
Wow,
what about
that's tough.
space debris,
Space junk.
space crap?
I kind of like Star Mix.
Star Mix is cool, except for that Star Mix is also the name of like the gummy mix from Haribo. The gummy bears people.
Oh, they have one.
Yeah,
and
it's literally called Star
Mix.
Mix, and it's like all their different gummy properties thrown into a bag. And it's called
Yikes.
Star Mix. So that one might be a little oofy.
Whoops! See, that's why we don't name them just right away.
Yeah, this is why we have a process. But
Probably, yeah.
So
Anyway, so we have
Yeah.
probably 12 ideas. 4 of them came to light through the social media posts that we've had.
right.
But again, we probably won't announce the name for a week or so. Sarah will get back.
You'll see it.
We'll talk to some owners, do some trademark deep dives.
You have a great night too, Kat. Thank you so much for the.
and we'll
the
come up
chatting.
with some name.
We will come up with something.
They are good though.
They're so good. I love them.
You like the tart?
I do. Well, and also I like
like a
them.
crunchy-
I like them raw, but then it's just it's like a smaller meteor rock, but it doesn't like.
It's like the first time the candy is less hard than it.
right,
It's less
right.
hard than
Yeah.
the original, which is
Yep.
the first in our freeze drying history.
Right. Usually it's more dense. Since we're ending off on the topic of candy, I figured it'd be kind of a cool thing to. We explained this last week when we freeze dried the strawberry puff bites. Yeah.
Sure.
You're welcome, Jim Bob. Congratulations. But the process of freeze drying, I think a lot of people think we're just freezing the candy.
Oh, freezing it.
Right. And like that's not even a little what it is. I mean,
It's a little
it
bit,
is a
yeah.
little bit of what it is, but
It's-
it's the
it's
process of well,
hot,
yeah,
cold, and pressure.
yeah, and that's
keep it
why
that.
you get like them popping up like this, and why like the Starburst that makes up our solar puffs and sour solar puffs. It's they're a little bit on the softer side when they're raw, and
Yeah.
then it's just it's cooking and like freeze drying. I don't know how to say it without using the terms
Yeah.
like that shell, and so like it's gonna make a lot of things like more dense and like crunchier, which is the kind of the appeal. Like, and it also changes like the flavor profile, which is really cool. Like you get different notes of like sound like a wine reviewer.
Yes,
like
little
very
rubber
woody and aromatic.
Tennis ball.
Tennis ball.
That was in the Sommelier show. You should watch it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, tennis ball and garden dirt and some other junk.
Yummy. But yeah. So
I agree. I wouldn't say it changes the flavors. I would say it enhances the flavor that was already
Okay.
there.
right.
Maybe in some cases.
Yeah. Because
The texture is totally different.
right,
Usually.
and that's the point is like
That's kind of the main point.
you want, if you're looking for freeze dried candy, you want something crunchier than what you'd normally go to if you were going to like a Skittle or an Airhead bite.
If
or
you're tired
something
of
like
getting
that.
stuff stuck in your teeth, freeze dried candy is for you.
Right, exactly.
Yes,
But
yes.
but if you have sensitive teeth, I would just suggest just leave it, let it melt in your mouth a little bit more. That's I had a few people like, oh, it's so good, but it's too hard. It's like, well, there's ways around this.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
an easy fix for
Don't
that.
break your teeth.
Your
just,
mouth
yeah.
is naturally hot. So
Yeah,
just
it is,
leave
buddy.
it in there for a second.
Yeah, it
It'll-
is. Say it slower. All right, I'm gonna read our
And
I'm gonna
it'll-
read our plugs, and then we're gonna get out of your
it'll
guys' hair.
dissolve.
But join us tomorrow at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time for we're gonna be packing orders. Just orders. We're not taking requests.
Shipping.
Shipping. That's
Yeah.
what I do outside of doing this and looking like Papa Steven telling you a story. But yeah, 9 a.m. There will we be doing a giveaway?
I don't know.
Right.
We might. You know what might be fun is we might give somebody something extra, like one of the people who already
yeah.
put in an
Okay.
order. We might just drop in a little extra goodie for you.
Right.
So it might be an incentive to order and not just watch us to get free stuff all the time.
Right, right, and we're not going to do like a get to 10,000 likes so we can do
Yeah.
a giveaway. We'll be doing at random, one person will get an extra goodie dropped in, and then we'll just be kind of chatting, and you can see how we do it. 9 a.m. on the TikTok channel. For those of you listening on the audio only, you'll probably be hearing this a day or two after that has happened.
So
So
we're hoping to do it every week.
right, so
yeah,
every week.
if it's something you're
Wednesdays at
interested
9
in.
a.m. moving forward, we will be packing your guys' orders. Other than that, guys, subscribe and follow us on Amazon Live, YouTube, Facebook. You can follow us on Instagram. Obviously, follow us on TikTok, where I'm staring right now looking at that camera. We have a TikTok shop, as you guys can see by, clicking on the shop icon. We also you can get all your stuff here through Amazon. You can also go to uptoptreats.com. We do have some exclusives there. We're trying to push people that way too. And yeah, make sure you subscribe, follow, do all the good things, and we'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.